What's good, Dragon Ball fans out there? It's your boy Rebel Vaughn here, back again with another video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about what if Goku went Super Saiyan 3 versus Vegeta. Now this is pretty big now, because this is something that could, I'm not going to say really fully changed everything, but it could change the character of Vegeta in general. So let's hop right into it. So what if Goku went Super Saiyan 3 versus Vegeta? Now in my personal opinion, I think at this point in time, Vegeta's pride would have been broken. Right? We probably would have lost the character development that we'd have got from Vegeta later on when he fought Buu, because that was a big part of it. Him beating Goku, even though it was a cheap shot and all of that, but him beating Goku and going to fight Buu alone was the big turning point for Vegeta's character at that point in time. That's where we could finally say he had actually really went good. Now, let's say Goku actually decided to really fight him at this point in time, right? One scenario is that Goku could have actually one-shotted him at that point in time if he would have went into Super Saiyan 3, because that's how strong Super Saiyan 3 would have been compared to Majin Vegeta at that point in time in his Super Saiyan 2 form. But if he didn't one-shot him, his time otherwise would have ran out quicker on Earth. So if that didn't happen, the next scenario is that Vegeta would have been, since he would have seen that power, he probably would have looked at Goku like, damn, you really just keep getting stronger than me at this point in time. Like, there's no way of topping you, right? Like I said, breaking his pride. Now, he possibly would have said, all right, let's go fight Majin Buu, right? Where Goku's power then fighting Majin Buu going into Super Saiyan 3 would have ran out, right? Like I said, we wouldn't have gotten a Vegeta character development at this point in time, because Vegeta would have seen that at this point in time and possibly would have gotten scared. I don't know, because we've seen Vegeta get a little scared at some point in times where he knows that he cannot beat this enemy, but he would have kept trying to fight, especially with Trunks there and everything, everybody watching him. So that could have been a big thing for his character. Like I said, he wouldn't have killed himself, but he would have been around the whole way of the whole Buu arc. Now, him being around the whole way of Buu arc would have he would have held a grudge against Goku. Why? Because he's now still above him. He would have found any way to try to get stronger than Goku. That's the reason why he let Babidi take over his body and give him basically that power boost, so he can fight Goku and beat him. That was his whole point of just taking that power. But now with him seeing that Goku is still one-upping him at any point in time, Goku just has that one advantage over him. That right there, he would have held more of a grudge, and we probably would not have seen Vegeta turn good possibly till later on, like fully good. Like at this point in time, he's still like an anti-hero. Like if a situation arises where he can get some more power to try to fight Goku, he possibly would have. And that could have led it on to us seeing Buugeta. Like where Super Buu could have absorbed Vegeta. That could have been one take to actually get in to see everything, because I feel like with Vegeta being around, the whole story of everything would have changed. Because without Vegeta there, Super Buu was able to basically absorb everybody from Gotenks, Gohan, Piccolo. Throw in Vegeta there, he absorbs Vegeta also. So things could have really gotten bad. We possibly might not have even seen Vegeta. We possibly still could have seen Vegeta later on, but it would have been a very hard task for them to beat Buugeta. Basically, Buugeta would be very strong. Now, how story from there plays out, I don't know. But it would have to play out to the point where Goku and Vegeta could have gotten back to the point where they could fuse to go into Vegeta, because that was the whole point towards the end of everything, getting to see the fusion of the two greatest fighters on Earth fuse together to fight the main villain, you know. Even though we got to see Vegeta for that little instance and they basically unfused. But that could also open the door for a whole nother fusion. I don't know. There was no other fusion. There was no other person there for Goku to fuse with besides Hercule, which Goku definitely was not going to do. That would have been even crazier. But That's just like the how things would have changed. I feel like that's just how things would have changed if Goku would actually went into Super Saiyan 3 versus Vegeta and Majin Vegeta. So I'm kind of glad that he did not go into Super Saiyan 3 versus Majin Vegeta, because a lot of things could have happened just from the fight, especially if Goku did not if Vegeta just decided to like continue on fighting Goku at that point in time. His time would have just ran out on Earth really quick, and we might not have seen Gotenks also, because he would not have brought up the basically the fusion dance for them to try and go do, leave the Earth into their hands. So that's all the changes I think really would have happened. But let me know what you guys think of what would have happened if Goku would have went Super Saiyan 3 versus Majin Vegeta. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you haven't subscribed already yet, please do so, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.